money, money? Do you want some money? Horgs Inventions.
Please invest.
Well done, Horgs. Horgs, you took a week off last week. For people who've just joined the show for the first time, of course, welcome. Put your feet up. But you're about to get rich, so get your checkbook out. Horgs, you come to this show, you have for the last couple of years, with an invention idea. People can ring up and invest on 13 10 60. Take it away. What's the invention?
Freeways have done well over the years.
Yes, they have. Freeways are a very convenient way to drive your car.
The lack of traffic lights to me.
No lights and at the maximum legal speed. Yeah. Freeways have done well.
And you can even get from city to city driving, but unfortunately it does take a lot longer than flying.
Yes, driving is slower than flying, and Jetstar will attest to that.
But see, flying is... driving is it's a lot better than flying.
How come?
Well, you just don't have to get up in the air.
Yeah, yep, okay. But you have to do it yourself. Someone else can fly you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, and you got your car wherever, in your destination, so on. So what I thought, say for example, if you want to drive from Adelaide, so where's your next destination?
Brisbane.
Well, you can fly. Or it'd probably take about 15 hours to drive, I would have thought.
Yep.
But my invention, what we're going to do on the freeways, on the big freeways, you know those like walking escalators in airports?
Oh, jeez.
Right?
Yeah.
If we can put those on the road, and then we'll increase,
So we're still driving on them?
We're still driving on them, but so for example, on the left lane, that one will be going 100 k's an hour. So you got to drive up next to it, 100 k's an hour, hop on.
Drive onto something that's going 100 k's an hour.
Yeah, the next one, 150, and then on the very right lane, you're going 200 k's an hour.
But am I still driving at 100? So
Correct.
I'm driving at 100 plus the 200 k's an hour conveyor belt?
Correct.
So 300.
You'll get to Brisbane in a lot less time than Jetstar will get you there.
So, but what if... Is it possible for me...
I still
because,
think planes go faster.
So you're still going under half the speed of a plane, but because driver error still exists, Horgs, say I'm on the conveyor belt that's going 300 k's an hour, and I'm also driving 100, so I'm going about 400 k's an hour relative to the road. Okay. Because driver error still exists, unfortunately, what if I was to accidentally swerve off? I'm travelling at 400 k's an hour.
Mate, you're not going to swerve off.
I might, because I assume the conveyor belt still goes around corners and stuff.
Yeah, but that obviously you have to concentrate.
Plenty of people...
Okay, but that's the thing, that's
the message
the sad
is concentrate.
Thing.
Okay, Horgs... Plenty of people want to ask questions. We'll go to a side, we'll come back, and I want to level a few questions at you as well. Luke, what do you think?
Hi, guys. How you going?
Yeah, good,
Great,
mate.
Luke, and welcome to Adelaide for the thank you tour.
A pleasure. And, guys, it's been fantastic having you on the air. It's been awesome.
Thanks, Luke,
Thank
mate.
you, sir. Well, and great to have you as part of the last Horgs Invention for the year. Do you see, is it praise, criticism, or
praise?
Horgs,
Commendation?
mate, I have some bad news. It's not praise, and I probably wouldn't invest.
Yeah.
The biggest issue that I could see is that if you've got a car that isn't designed to go at 300 k's an hour, which is what the relative speed would be if it's moving at 200 on the conveyor belt, cars generate something called lift when they're going very quickly.
Yeah.
And if you're doing 300 in your little Corolla, chances are it's going to spear off the road and probably kill you.
Yeah, it's going to take... Horgs, you said how much you didn't like flying. Your car will take off if it goes about that speed. Can we just stress how much we love flying, specifically with Jetstar?
Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
$50
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Pardon?
He does have a bit of a point.
Horg, he
No,
does.
he does. Well, hang on a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if the Corolla was... You're travelling 100 k's an hour on the freeway on your Corolla,
Correct.
and you got 200 k headwind.
Doesn't
Well,
happen
no,
often.
it'd actually end up being 300 kilometres an hour because that's the actual speed that you're moving at.
But Horgs...
But I've never seen a Corolla just start flying in the air on a windy day.
But
How often do you
reason
encounter
is-
200 kilometre an hour headwinds?
But the thing is...
How many Corollas have you seen going 300 k's an hour, Horgs?
Horgs, The 200 km an hour headwind is very fast wind. And I don't think that affects the speed as much
Horgs,
anyway.
Can I jump in here quickly, Horgs, and go, are we looking at building these between, say, all capital cities, these fastways?
Correct, yeah.
And estimated bill, total building cost?
Probably $1 million a road.
Oh, that's cheap.
No, that's ferociously cheap. Roundabouts cost like $10 million.
All right, okay, 10 mil then.
Okay,
$10 million per fastway.
But they're paying about $200 for the flight. I'm only charging $100.
Okay,
you're charging $100 to go on one of these.
Yeah, toll road.
Toll road. Okay,
it's a big toll.
Okay, Gordon. Not only do you risk your life when you go on it, but you have to pay $100 for the offer. Gordon, what's your suggestion?
G'day, fellas. Firstly, long time, first time.
Oh, good.
Thank you, and thank you.
No worries. I've got bad news for Horgs. This has already been invented by a science fiction writer called Robert Heinlein.
Okay.
Published in the 50s.
How did it go for him?
Very big problems when people tried to cross between the different speeds. People would run into each other, got wiped out. Yeah, not very successful, even in science fiction terms.
Okay.
So, no prototypes.
No. Just like how the Millennium Falcon never made it to prototype stage. So this is just a science fiction idea, Horgs. And remember, this guy was in charge of it, so he could have made it anything he wanted to, and he acknowledged the problems in it.
Yeah, he had them crisscrossing all over America in this far distant future, and he tried to put hotels on these things and everything, and it just, not a good idea. Yeah.
See, Horgs, the fact of the matter is this won't work at all. And the second part I really am interested in is when you get off, when you're going at 200 k's an hour on a conveyor belt, plus your hundo, how do you get off?
Well, just like the airport ones, it's a bit awkward getting on and off, but,
well, imagine
you have
that
to pay
times,
the price.
you have to pay the price, which is death. A price I believe all our callers are not willing to pay. It's a bloody good invention, Horgs. Let's hear it for a year of outstanding inventions.
Horgs, we will see you in Melbourne. People will be able to see you in the flesh in Melbourne, mate. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for an excellent year, mate.
Thanks, boys.
So he's disappointed.
A little bit devastated, but easily the greatest thinker on the show.
Hamish and Andy.